babies, it's that time again. Oh yeah. Sleep schedule. I don't know what's going on, but we've got to figure it out because the sleep is not happening. Oh my gosh. Ah, la 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 la. I'm kind of in one of those 11th hour situations, potentially coming out of it, possibly out of it as we speak, but no evidence of it yet. But we know God loves that 11th hour, doesn't he? Oh baby, does he ever. Because that's where faith is built, sweetie. I don't know how well I don't know how well I performed in this test, but something tells me I don't think I got I don't know. I might be a harder critic of my own performance than God. It's usually how it is, right? We beat ourselves up. So we'll see, babies. I'll let you know. Here's somebody going too fast, so I'm going to let him continue to go too fast. Alrighty then. So what's been sustaining me through this turmoil is the intimacy that I believe is dear to God's heart. And after all he's been through, all the disappointments and failed lives that never measured up to the power that was awaiting each one of us. That's all I want to do, is to give him joy. That's all I want to do. So that's what I do, baby. I try to give God joy. Now, I'm sure I do at times. That I'm sure of. What I'm not so sure of is how pleased he is overall. But I know I'm covered as far as the forgiveness that has been granted to all of us in Jesus by his innocent shed blood on Calvary. Oh yeah, baby. That I know. People say, oh, how do you know? You don't have proof of that. Kinda I do. And that's why I kind of think the 11th hour is necessary, because when we're looking for release and we feel like we're in the 11th hour, I feel like that's where God puts a lot of us, because our faith has become knowledge. So for the faith to become more than that, like increased knowledge, then we have to be tested beyond what we've been tested in so far. Oh yeah, baby. And that's where I think a lot of people get it messed up, because they spiritualize God too much, especially these non-dualists. some of them, if not most of them, don't even believe God exists. God's a lot more like you and me than we think. And by that I mean he's more passionate about his engagement in improving our relationship than we are. And when we over-spiritualize God so that we don't even assign him his most salient attribute, then I think we do him a disservice, and we do the world a disservice, because the world wants to see, who is this God you speak of? How is it that you know who he is? How can I too find this God of yours? Because you appear to be so free and empowered. Oh yeah, baby. That's where we're at. That's where we are, sweethearts. And if you're not recognizing it, then I would say that's a sign of a need to reassess. So even though I'm on a verge of a circumstantial breakthrough, I don't want to be more excited about that than I am about the fact that God is drawing me into greater intimacy with him so that the world can see evidence of who he is. That's what I want to be most excited about. And I think because of that, I am that way because God is sharing his own heart with me. So when it says God will give you the desires of his heart, of your heart, I believe that's what it's talking about. He's giving us the desire of our heart. The desire of our heart is to match his heart. And so in that sense, I've been able to maintain myself throughout these troubled times by continually reminding myself, this is what it's all about. This is it. There's no no evidence of respite around us, but we still put our faith in God. Just like in the book of Job. The book of Job, probably the story there probably never occurred, because God would never purposely cause horrible devastation to someone just to bring out his character in them. But if it happens, it's a perfect opportunity. And I think that's where we live. We live in that realm of, being tested. Because we always can know more, right? Because we got to get to that point where the evidence that we provide to other people is measured as knowledge. That's the road we're on. And that's why it's unique, and that's why you can't really resonate with the church you're in, because it's missing this most salient point. Oh yeah, baby. Just like that. Oh.